Hi, hello everyone. This is RK. Welcome back to my channel Byte Code with RK. If you are new to my channel, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. For notifications, click on bell icon. If you have any queries on the current session, please comment below. I will try to clarify your doubts. In today's session, we will see one of the most important concept of the Java 8, that is Stream API. Stream is a sequence of elements on which we can iterate and perform the operations. So stream generally takes the data from the collection or array. So it will takes each element from the collection or array and iterate each element and apply some transformations or apply some operations on it and then combine all the data at the end and then gives the result back to it. So that is nothing but a stream. Let me write the definition of it. Sequence of elements on which we can iterate and perform operations. A sequence of elements on which we can iterate and perform operations. So it will take the sequence of elements and it will iterate each element and apply some action on it and then combine all the elements together and then gives the result back to us. So we can call stream as a pipeline and it operates on elements demand. Stream can be also called as a pipeline on which it operates on each element and returns the results to the next action. So it will be executed in the form of action. The first action will take the sequence of elements and then gives results of the action 1 will be given as input to the action 2. Likewise, it will continue. Action 1 takes the sequence of elements and returns to the action 2 as an input, and then action 2 will take the results of the action 1 and then gives the result, returns the result, and the result of the action 2 will be an input to the next action. Okay, like that it will continue. The second point is it is a pipeline which operates on elements on demand. Let us assume I have a action A1 and then action A2 followed by action A3. So the actions will be continued based on our requirement. So initially, if you see, I have 3 actions and so on. So first, initially A1 will take the sequence of elements. Okay, the sequence of elements can be either array or collection. A1 after considering sequence of elements, A1 will iterate the each element and apply some action on it in A1, and then combine all the elements and then returns the results. Okay, the results of A1 will be input to the A2. Okay, here A2 also will do the same thing, takes the results from the A1 and apply some iterate each element and apply some actions on it and then gives the result to the next action, that is A3. So here A3 will take the results of A2 and then iterate each element and apply some transformations and combine all those elements and then gives the result to the next action. So the process will continue until all the actions should complete. Okay, so that's why it is called as a pipeline which operates on the elements on demand. So that is the definition of the stream API. The third point is it operates on collections or array. Okay, so stream works on the collection, either collection or arrays. Okay, the fourth point is stream generally will not work on the original object. So it takes the sequence of elements from the collection or array. It will not work on the directly the collection or array. It creates a copy of the original object. So it creates a duplicate of the original object and apply all the actions on it. It will works on the copy of original object. Okay. The fifth point is, and it is available in java.etil.stream package. Streams are available in java.etil.stream package. streams having two parts. It having two parts in it. Okay. The first one is intermediate operations. The second one is terminal operations. Okay. So what is intermediate operation? What is terminal operator? Intermediate operations are those which directly takes the initial sequence of elements. It will take the sequence of elements, apply some transformation on each element, and then gives results to the terminal operators. Okay. So what it will do means transforms given stream into other stream. Some of the intermediate operations are like filter, map, sorted, FlatMap, peek, skip, limit, etc. These are like some of the intermediate operations we often use during our programming. Okay, so we will discuss each of these methods in detail in upcoming sessions. Okay. The second one is terminal operators. Terminal operators are those which appears at the end of the streaming process. Appears at the end. Okay. So what it will do means it will either display the results on the console or move the results to the console. It either displays the results on console or move the results to collection. Okay. And the examples of these terminal operators are like forEach is the one method, and forEachOrdered to array, min, max, count, anyMatch, allMatch, noneMatch, findFirst, findAny, reduce. Okay, etc. are some of the examples of the terminal operators. So we will discuss all these operators in coming sessions. Okay, this is all about the stream API. Let us see how we will create streams. So first method is creation of stream API. Okay, creation of streams. Okay, this is the declaration. Now I am creating the same method. Let us see how we will create the streams. Like the streams with fixed values. Okay, streams with fixed values. Okay, what I am doing for that I need a stream interface. Okay, to create a stream I need a stream interface. I am taking a stream of integer type. Let me open the stream. Okay, you see stream is an interface. It is extended by base interface. Okay, so if you see whatever methods I have mentioned in our discussion, right? So filter, map, sorted, FlatMap, everything, forEachOrdered, to array, min, max. So all these methods are from the stream interface only. See, filter, map, FlatMap, you say sorted, peek, skip, limit, all these methods are from the stream only. So anyway, we will discuss all these methods in the upcoming sessions. Okay, let us see for the how we will create the stream. Stream is available in Java8 package. Let me fix it. So I am importing the stream from the Java8 package. To create a stream, we have a static method of the stream, that is off method. So in that we will pass some values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, So this is the way to create the stream. Right? Fixed dot for each system system dot out double colon println. If you see here, so I have created a stream that is of type integer, and stream creation is with the stream dot of method. Of is the static method of the stream. Okay. See, this is of is the static method. Okay, static method of the streams. So I am passing generally streams. What it will do? It takes the sequence of elements. Right? It is a pipeline. So a sequence of elements on which we can iterate and perform operations. Right? So here I am passing sequence of elements. Stream will apply iterate each element. So what it is doing? It takes each element and then printing each element. I am just doing the simple operation, nothing more complex. So it takes each elements and iterate each elements and print the results on the console. For each is the like one of the terminal operator. So which takes consumer function interface as an input. So consumer is the one which takes single value and then doesn't return anything. So it takes the input value and doesn't return anything. That's why I'm taking each element from the sequence, and I'm not writing. That's why I'm just writing the print statement. Okay, just printing the data. I'm not returning anything. But here, if you observe system.out double colon println method reference that is also introduced in Java8. If you are new to the method reference, please go through my previous videos so that you will get some idea on it. In coming sessions, method reference are more important concept. And system is the class. Inside the system, I have created an object of the print stream, that is out having println method. So out is referring the println method of the print stream class using out. So this is like out referring the println method. Okay, that's why it is called as a method reference. So I'm just printing the values, nothing more than that. Let me run this one. You see, it was printed 1 to 5 numbers and nothing more, nothing complex. Okay, this is the one way of creating stream with the fixed values. The second one is streams with array of values. Streams with array of values. Okay, I'm taking the same example, nothing new. So instead of values, I'm just passing the array. Okay, here also I'm variable, I'm changing as an array. New integer. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You see here I have taken a stream of type integer and here I have used stream dot of method for creating a stream, and internally I am passing array of integer values, that is 10 to 50, 5 elements. Okay, so and I am taking referring the array object and iterating each element and printing the each element. Okay, so I'm running this one again. See, I'm getting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, this is like here you passed only the sequence of elements. Here you passed array of elements. You can also pass like a list of elements, stream with the list of values. Let me stream with list of values. Okay, let me create the list first. List of integer. List of integers equal to list equal to new array list. Okay, so before adding elements, I need to import a list and array list. So both are available in Java.util.star package. List dot add of 100. Okay. 100, 200. I just copied and changing the element. 200 and then 500. To print these elements, right, I am taking the list I'm applying a stream, okay, and then forEach system double colon println, okay. So I have created a list of type integer, and I have added a couple of elements to the list by using list.add method, and then after adding elements, I applied a stream method to the list, and then iterating each elements and printing the each elements of the list, okay. Let me run this one. You see the values are printed one by one, okay, from 100 to 500. You can also like concatenate the stream, okay. Concatenation of streams, okay. Concatenation of streams also possible. So for that also I need to use concatenate method of stream. First I need to create the stream of type integer. Concat equal to stream dot concatenate with, okay. So to concatenate I need two streams, so I am taking fixed as one stream as an input to the concatenate method, and then I'm taking the second one, array, as the second input to the concatenate method, okay. So let me print all this. So I have created a concatenate method, concat dot forEach system dot double colon println, okay. So what I did here is I have created a stream of type integer, and I'm concatenating two streams, right? So I have a concatenate method in the streams. So with that concatenate method I am taking two inputs. So that is, one is the one stream, fixed is the one stream that is of type integer which takes sequence of elements. Second one is array stream. So here array stream is a stream which takes array of values, and then of type integer type. Both I am taking, and I am concatenating both, and then I am iterating each after concatenating all the elements from the fixed and array stream. And I am iterating each element and then printing those on the console, okay. Let me run this one. You see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the fixed stream, and then 10 to 50 are from the array stream, okay. So I have combined all the elements and then iterating each element and printing on the console, okay. This is like way of concatenating streams. You can also create empty stream of the empty stream also. Creation of empty stream, okay. So to create empty stream we need to use empty method of the stream. So I am taking the example of previous one only. So I am not doing anything, I just calling empty method using the stream dot empty, okay. And it is empty. Empty stream means it doesn't have anything, it just doesn't print anything. Without printing it will terminate, okay, directly. So I have created a stream of type integer. I'm calling a stream dot empty, which means there is no elements in the stream, and I am iterating and printing, but it will not print anything since it is an empty stream, right? Let me run this one again. See, it was terminated. Stream API example terminated. Since it doesn't have any elements, it was terminated without printing anything. So we have one more method like iterate in the stream, okay. Iterate in streams, okay. Iterate in streams. So for that, iterate is used to iterate each element in the, like how the loop works in the Java, right? For loop, for our while loops, how the loops works in the Java, like that only iterate will works in the streams, okay. So let me create the stream of type integer, and then iterate stream dot iterate, okay. Iterate having seed is the initial value and binary operator, okay. And the second one is iterate having seed, that is like initial value, and the next input is predicate, that is to check the condition, and the next one is unary operator, that is for the incremental operator. like the input for I, how for loop works, right? This is the initial value, second parameter is for the condition checking, third parameter is incremental. So I'm taking the second one, I'm overriding the second one. So initially I am giving value as 1. Here the second parameter is predicate. Predicate is the functional interface which takes a single value and returns a boolean value. So if you are new to the predicate functional interface, please go through my previous videos so that you will get some idea on it. So predicate takes checks the condition. Okay. So what I will do here is, let's predicate is the functional interface which takes single value. So I am taking I as an input, single value. So here I am applying lambda style. Okay. So if you are new to the lambda style of implementing the functional interfaces, please go through that one also. I have explained in short and long videos. Please go through those videos. Okay. So predicate is the functional interface which takes single value, I as a single value here, and returns boolean value. So I am checking I less than 100. I am applying some condition. If I is less than 100, then only it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. So predicate takes input and returns boolean value. Okay. So I will pass, if I pass 10 means it will take the 10 as input and check the condition. 10 less than or equal to 100 or not. If it is true, then it will return the boolean value, and otherwise it will return the false. Okay. And the next one is unary operator. Unary operator is also one of the functional interface from the Java8, which will take single input value and returns a single value, but both input and output of same type. Both should be of same type. So what I am doing, unary is generally used for the incremental. So unary is the one which takes single value. Okay, as per the definition, and returns unary value. You see here, I have taken I as the input. Unary means it takes single value and returns single value. So I am taking, but both are of same type. If I take I as the 10 means, I into 2 means 20 return. Both 10 and 20 are integer type, right? Both are written in the same type. Okay. So that's why unary operator means which takes single value and returns a single value, but both I and I into 2 should be of same type. And this entire thing is like I have implemented lambda style. This is the input value followed by arrow mark and then body of the lambda expression. Okay. So this is about the iterator. Let me print this one. So how many elements will print? We will see. Iterate dot for each. Okay. String dot out double colon print again. Okay. If you see, let me run this one first. So you see, initially I told you, right? So this is series like from where we need to start, the initial value from where we need to start. Okay. So I have given 1. So 1 is one will be passed to the predicate. Predicate takes I as input, right? So 1 it will take as input and checks I less than or equal to 100 which is true. It will return true. So predicate takes single value and returns true, right? And then prints the 1. Okay. 1 is multiplied by 2 by in the increment process. It uses unary operator, right? So which will multiply the given element with a 2. So here it takes 1 as input and then 1 is multiplied with a 2. So the return value is 2. Okay. So now again it comes to the predicate and checks 2 less than or equal to 100 or not. 2 I in the sense I will be now 2 and the 2 less than or equal to 100 or not, which is true, then it will return print the 2. Okay. And then 2 into 2, 4 will come. Again it will check here 4 less than or equal to 100 or not, which is true, and it will print the 4. And then increment again 4 into 2, 8. 8 less than or equal to 100, which is true, prints the 8, and then multiply 8 with the 2, 16. 16 less than 100, which is true, and then it will print the 16, and then multiply the 16 with the 2, then it will give 32. 32 less than 100, which is true, it will print the 32. Multiply the 32 with the 2, you will get 64. 64 is less than 100, which is true, and it will print the 64. And now 64 is multiplied with 2, then it will give 128. 128 is less than 100, which is false. So the condition is failed, right? It will not print further elements. So it will comes out of the loop. So this way it will iterator works. Okay. You can also generate a random values using stream. Generate from streams. Okay. Okay. How we will generate means, let's take a stream of integers generate. Okay. We have a method for that, stream dot generate method. So which takes supplier as an input. Okay. Supplier is the function interface which doesn't take anything but returns some value. So if you are new to the supplier function interface, please go through my previous videos. I have created a short and long videos on this so that you will get a good understanding of the supplier function interface. Okay. So supplier is the function interface which doesn't take anything. So that's why I'm in the parenthesis, I'm not passing anything. So I'm doing lambda style. That's why initially I have given parenthesis which generally takes the input value, and for the lambda style we need to follow the arrow mark and then do the sum body. Okay. So what I'm doing here is, so I'm generating a random values using new random. Okay, random using the random method, and then calling the next int of random method. Here I am setting the some values. Okay, so I'm giving 100 as an input. Okay, I need to import the random class. Okay, so now we'll generate the random numbers. Generate dot forEach. Okay, dot out double colon println. Okay, you see what I did means, I have created a stream of type integer and I am using stream.generate method which takes supplier as input, supplier function as input, right? So supplier which doesn't take anything but returns something. So here I have created a random object and then I am calling the next int method of the random class. So which I am limiting the random numbers below 100 only. That's why I am given 100 as a limit. So it will print the generates the random number. So from 1 to 99. Okay, any random number it generates the random numbers. Okay, so I'm using the object of the object and then if I use applying for each on each element and then printing the results. Okay, let me run this one. You see, it was printing. If you see, the random numbers are generating that is like 1 to 99. If you see here, you can see only 2-digit numbers. It will not cross above 100. Okay, because I have set the limit. It should be below 100 only. That's why it was generating 2-digit random number. So why it was repeating means I didn't put any like how many I would like to display. That's why it was printing these many. So we can limit this 1 to 5 also. Limit dot forEach. Okay, so in the limit I need to pass some value long or something, so I'm giving 5 as the limit. So what I'm telling to this object is print take the 5 random numbers out of like 100. Okay, limit is the like one of the intermediate operator. We will discuss about the limit in detail in upcoming sessions. Okay, let me run for now. Let me run this one. You see, it was generated of 5 random numbers and that random numbers also below 100 only, because I have set the limit only print 5 randomly selected numbers, so that number should be below 100. Okay, that's why it was generated random 5 random numbers which is under below 100. Okay, now let us see the sum of the intermediate operations in streams. Intermediate operations are used to transform the given stream into another stream, and there are few examples for the intermediate operations like filter, map, FlatMap, sorted, peek, skip, limit, etc. Let's see all these methods with examples. Getter operations. Okay, there is filter. First one is filter. Means it will do the filter of the given input stream. Means it travels all the elements of the collection and filter out the elements for the given condition. So we will give a filter is used to filter the data based on the given condition. And the filter takes predicate as an argument and returns the stream as an output. The definition could be filter traverse all the elements of collection and filter the elements based on given condition. Okay, so it will traverse the given list. Suppose you are given a list of elements, then it will traverse the entire list of elements and then filter out based on the given condition, and the predicate returns stream. Okay, stream of type generic type filter, and it takes predicate as an argument. Predicate. Okay, this is syntax. This is the syntax and this is the definition. Filter intermediate operation. Okay, this is the method I declared. Now I would like to create this one. What I will do means I will take a list of integers as an array from the list of integers. Okay, integer, and I state list equal to array start as a list. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First I will apply the stream to the list stream, and then I am applying filter. Filter takes predicate, right? So filter takes predicate. Predicate is the function interface which takes a single value and returns boolean value based on the given past condition. Okay, so if you are new to the predicate function interface, please go through my previous videos so that you will get some idea on the predicate function interface. I have created a long and short videos for the predicate function interface and all other function interfaces also. Please go through those videos. Okay, so now I need to apply some condition on the using filter. Okay, so here in the filter I am applying a lambda style. Okay, a lambda style implementation. Predicate is the function interface which takes single value. I am taking I as an input and followed by arrow mark and then I percentage by 2 dot forEach. Okay, system dot out double colon println. Okay, equal to 0. Okay, so what I did means I have taken list of elements like 1, 2, 3 of type integer, and then I have applied a stream to the list, and then I am doing the filter. In the filter I am taking predicate, right? Predicate argument as input I, input is I, and checking the condition I percentage 2 equal to 0. When I divide I percentage 2 equal to 0, then it is true, it will print that element. If it is not true, then it will not print anything. So that way you want to filter when 2 is divided by 0 comes, right? That elements you want to print here. So I am doing the same. Let me run this again. You see here the 2 is 2 percentage 2 equal to 0, which is true. That's why it was returning that element, only printing that element, and 4 also. Other elements like 2, 1, 3, 5 are they are like base numbers, so they won't print. Only even numbers can be divided by 2, and this is like with filter with generic type. Okay, you can also write filter with custom object also. Filter with custom type. So to work with the custom types, I already created a data source and a player class. See, if you see here, I have already created a players class. When I work with the function interface, it having fields like number, name, runs, our 4, 6 and matches, and constructors, getters, etc., and then our toString method. Okay, so I have a data source class which contains list of players. So for using get method, you can read all the data, get returning list of players. Okay, so get is a static method. So this is like to get the data from the data source, and player is the class. Okay, so now let's go to this stream. What is the class name? Data source dot get data, to get all the players. Okay, now what I will do means data source dot get data. So now I am applying to this list of elements. I am applying stream applied, and then filter equal to e dot get success equal to 62. Double column println. Okay, so here I have taken data source dot get data, means it will return list of players, all the list of players. So I have added couple of players to the players object, and I am returning the players. After data source dot get data means it will return list of players. So I got the list of players here, and then I am applying stream, and then doing the filter. Okay, in filter I am checking e dot e is the object I am taking. M means it will filter each object of the data in our list of players. It will take first initial as a new player, that is number as 7, right? And number 7 it will take as an input, and it will filter this number 7. The 6s is like 229 here. For the MS Dhoni 6s are 229. It will check the each object, and where 6s equal to 62 or not. Okay, if you see here, it will check for MS Dhoni 229 which is false, and then Virat which is false 151, right? So for Rohit Sharma 323 which is false. And if you see, he directly comes to Shreyas Iyer, it's having 62. He's having 62 6s which is true, right? Now let me run this one. I would like to comment this one because it will print again. I'm running it. See, if you see here, you got the player Shreyas Iyer, and 6s for him is 62, which is equal to the condition whatever we are checking, right? See, 6s having 62, that's why you got the Shreyas Iyer object, entire object. Okay, this is the way to filter the either generic types or with the custom objects. Okay, now let me see the another filter operation, that is map. Okay, map intermediate operation. Okay, I have created I have defined a method. Now I will create, let me create this method. Okay, before that let me see some points of the map. So map is used to transform or translate the elements of the stream. So whatever list we are giving, right? Map, it transforms or manipulates the elements. Okay, what it will do means it will modify the elements based on the like it will takes the list of values and then modify accordingly using the map. If you want to do some transformation to your data, you can apply the map. We will use the map. Okay, and map which takes function interface and then returns a stream of object. Okay, stream values. So map, it will takes function as an argument and return stream. The return type of the map is stream of type of R, and then map which takes function as an argument, function interface, as an argument. So if you observe clearly, map takes function interface, function interface and interface which takes single value and returns single value. So if you are new to this function interface, please go through my previous videos. I have created short and long videos for the same. Let me take the list of string equal to list arrays dot as list. Here I'm taking numbers as a string. Okay, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so I have created a list of string values, that is 1 2 3 within the double quotation. So those numbers will become the string automatically. String, this list is of type string. Okay, now what I will do means I will apply some transformation to this list values. Okay, list dot stream, I am applying stream to the list which will convert the stream, and then applying map to the stream values. Okay, so if you see here, it will take function as an input. There are multiple types of the maps you can see here, but right now I am using this one only. We will see all the map methods in further coming sessions. So map is the function interface which takes single value and returns single value. Okay, I would like to convert these values to integer double colon value of. Okay, method come dot collect dot list to list. Okay, so if you clearly observe this one, I have created a list of type string which contains numbers 1 to 5 within double quotes. So the numbers will become automatically string values. So to the list I am applying stream and then doing the map manipulation. Because I am taking the string values, I am trying to convert the string values into integer values. Integer dot value is the integer is a wrapper class which having value of method which will convert the string into any type into the value. And then I am pushing using collect method. I am collecting all the elements. After converting each element, it will map, it will iterate each element and it will convert strings into the numbers, and then collecting. You can also write like this, or else you can for each also you can write. If you want to move to for each, I would like to use system dot out double colon println. Okay, let me run this one. You see here I can you can see print numbers. Okay, basically it will do the transforming the given values string values into the integer type using map. Okay, this is like with the generic map with generic values or elements. Okay, now map with custom objects. Okay, the same thing with the custom object. I am taking the same example, that is players class, which I have fields, all these fields, setter, getter, constructor methods and two string methods. So and the data source having a list of players. Data source having get method which is a static method, and it returns a list of players. I have created a list of players object inside it and adding all the players to the players object and returning the players object. Okay, so now I will data source dot get data dot stream dot map map the data. So what I am doing in the map, right, I am taking entire object. So map takes function interface, that is each element of the player object, that is players, list of players. From the list of players, it will take each element from the get data and do the filter. Okay, e dot get names. Okay, and then for each. Okay, dot out dot println. So what it is doing means I have data source dot get data will return the list of players, and then I'm applying the stream method to that list of players, and then I'm using map. I am transferring the data. How I am transferring means E is list. E means the entire object, each object in the list. Okay, object E contains entire object. Each player data contains the E. Okay, the players. Okay, MS Dhoni full data. This full data, each object details will be a part of the E. It will iterate each object, and from the object it was getting the data. So object to this is the E is of type object, and get name is of type string. So transforming the object to string type. Okay, so that is nothing but map. Map will do transformation or manipulations. Okay, and then I am finally printing those names into the console. Okay, let me run again so that you will get a clear view. Like all the players, players names it was only. So it was taking object, and it was taking object and returning what a string type. So doing the transformation, right, taking object, and in the entire object it was getting only the names. So that is like transforming the given object into string type. So this is the map with the custom object. So the next one is the FlatMap. Okay, FlatMap is used to flatten the data. Means it is used to flatten the stream of collections to the stream of object. Means it will take the collection of streams and then transform into the single stream of objects. Okay, during the flatten operation, right, the objects from the collection in original streams are combined into the single collection. Okay, flattening means merging the multiple collections arrays into single collection. FlatMap also takes like a functional interface as an argument, and then returns a stream of collection types. Okay, let me take an example of the FlatMap. Let me read the definition. Flatten a stream of collections to a stream of objects. Okay, and the syntax for this is stream for return type R, and flat map of function as an input. Okay, function interface as an input, and returns a stream. Okay, syntax this one. Now let me see the example of this one. Flat map intermediate operation. Okay, I have defined a method. Now I would like to create this method. I have created this method. Let me do the sample program on the FlatMap. Flat map with generic values. Okay, let me take a string array, two-dimensional array. String array equal to, and the name of this array is array. Okay, and what I will do means I will new string of two-dimensional array, and then I am A comma B comma C. This is the one array, one dimension, and then next one is D. E F. Okay, this is the other one. This is a two-dimensional array which having two list of values. Okay, this is the one list and this is the another list. Okay, so now what I will do means I will like to combine this into single list. Okay, let me write array FlatMap. Okay, so FlatMap takes the function interface. Okay, so here I am taking X. The function interface is the one which takes single argument and returns single value. Okay, so I have taken single value and returns as an arrays dot stream of X. Okay, for each of system dot double column printed. You see here, here I have taken two-dimensional string array that contains two arrays. Okay, A B C are the one array and D E F is the second array. So what I am doing, I am converting this one into array to the stream. Okay, and then applying FlatMap to each array of the string array to stream X. Okay, so FlatMap takes a function as an input, the function interface as an argument, right? So it takes each list element and then returns the element, converts the element to stream. Okay, do the flatten. Okay, and then repeat the iterate, right? Generally intermediate operations will repeat and then repeat with this one. Okay, and then takes this second array as input and converts arrays to stream. Okay, with each element. Okay, and then flattening and then combining these two arrays and together and printing on the console. Okay, let me run this one. You see it was printed A B C D E F. Okay, so if you see here before this one, right, so it was taking two arrays and then after applying FlatMap, right, what it will do means it will convert into list A, B, C, D, E, C. So it will do like it will flatten the different arrays into the single array. Okay, this is like flattening. Initially it will take in the array it will take two values. Okay, and then it will flatten all the two lists into the single list. Okay, to combine together all the elements of the two-dimensional array into the single. Okay, this is like a flattening. Then you may ask, like, what is the difference between the FlatMap and map? So everything is fine. Then what is the difference between FlatMap and map? When you want to flatten the data, right, from the multiple arrays, then you should go for the FlatMap. When you want to do the transformation alone, then we should go for the map. Okay, so the difference is between map and FlatMap. Okay, methods. The first one map process stream of values. Map process. Okay, stream of values. Whereas FlatMap process stream of stream values. Okay, stream of stream values works with the FlatMap and map only takes the stream of values. Okay, the second point is map only do the mapping, map only do the transformation. Okay, map only performs mapping, but FlatMap, right, but FlatMap will do mapping along with flattening. Okay, flattening means the map only it performs the map or map operation only, whereas platform will do the mapping along with the flattening. Flattening means nothing but merging. Okay. The third point is map will do the transformation only. Transform the map will do stream transformation. Transformation. Okay. Whereas FlatMap will do transformation of stream transformation of stream here. Okay, the fourth point is map used in 1-to-1 mapping. FlatMap used in 1-to-1 to many mapping. Okay. The fifth point is when to use flat map and flat map is map is used. So map is used when taking single input and producing single value. But flat map what it will do means takes single input and producing using multiple values. Okay, so these are the difference between the map and flat map. Okay, map processes the stream of values, only it processes the stream of values, whereas a flat map processes stream of stream values. Okay, because it's a stream and then it's a stream of stream values it was doing. Okay, map only performs mapping, but flat map will do the mapping along with the flattening. Flattening means merging the different objects into single object. Okay, map will do the stream transformation, whereas will do transformation of the stream. Okay, but whereas a flat map will do transformation of streams. It will do only transformation for the stream. It will do stream of stream values transformation. Map is used in 1-to-1 mapping. Flat map is used in 1-to-many mapping. Okay, and map is used when taking single input and producing single value. But a flat map takes single input and producing multiple values. Then in that case we should go for the flat. The next is distinct. Let us see the distinct intermediate operation. Distinct intermediate operation. Okay, distinct is the method which is used to identify the distinct element from the given list of given input from the given input. So if the input having duplicate values, it will return single value instead of returning the two values. Okay, suppose if the list having multiple duplicate values, it will list only the single value. Okay, let me take example of the existing one only. So let me take the integer values. Distinct with generic types. Okay, so I have taken a list of values like 1, 2, 3 of type integer, but I want to add duplicates. Okay, 5, 4, 2. So I have repeated 2 times, 3 no 4 2 times, 5 2 times. But in the final list, what we will give means list dot stream, and then distinct, then forEach. Okay, stream system dot out double colon and ln. Okay, now let me run this one. Before that, I should comment this one, right? You see, 1 2 3 4 5 only given. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 2 we have, but it removed the duplicate 5, duplicate 4 and duplicate 2 and gives the unique values. Distinct is used to get the unique values. Okay, so without this distinct, let me check this one. Without this one, I'm running again. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 2 duplicates also returning. If you apply distinct to the stream, distinct dot for each. Okay, let me see the distinct with the custom type. Okay, custom types. Okay, so I am taking here the custom type is players. Okay, player having different fields, the player having different fields like number, name, runs, 4, 6s and the matches. Okay, so this is the player object, and I have one more class called data source having get data method, which is static and returns list of players. Inside the method I am created a list and assigning some list of values to them. Okay, list of values to the players object. What I will do means I will return I will create object of Dhoni twice. So 7 I have created twice. Okay, let me this is a duplicate, which is duplicate. I have already one and I created duplicate value. Let us see here with the distinction to avoid the custom to get the unique values using custom objects, custom types. Okay, data source dot get data dot stream dot distinct dot for each. Okay, as far as dot for each. System dot out double colon println. Okay, so I have added two objects to avoid like to see whether we are getting the duplicate values or not with a distinct method. Okay, so for that purpose only to fail this condition I have added two duplicate values. Okay, see I didn't apply Dhoni, I didn't apply distinct on the before distinct. I can see the duplicate values, two duplicate values of the MS Dhoni with the number 7, 7. Okay, so what I will do means I will apply distinct to on the stream, distinct method. Now let us see what will happen. So I apply distinct on this one. See Dhoni number, MS Dhoni was printed and his number is 7. 7 is repeated only one time. 18, 45, 77, 141, 33, 11. Okay, search with MS Dhoni here only. Fine, only one time only it was matching. Okay, so that is the use of distinct with the custom objects and then generic types. Okay, that is all about the distinct. I forgot to write the definition. Distinct method, what it will do means, so it returns new stream with distinct or unique values. Okay, if it contains duplicates. Okay, and distinct is the stream. Syntax for the syntax is it returns a stream. Generally it returns a stream of type, generic type, that is T, and it doesn't take any input. Okay, so it doesn't take any input. If you observe here in distinct it doesn't take any value. Here also distinct doesn't take value but returns a stream of values. Okay, that is about the distinct method of the intermediate operation. Let us see another method of another intermediate operation. So the next one is the sorted. The next method of the intermediate operation is sorted. Sorted is used to sort the elements. Used to sort the elements from the given input. Okay, so it will by default it will sort the data in natural order. natural order. Okay, the syntax for the sorted is stream of t and then sorted, so it will let the stream and it doesn't take any input value. Okay, this is the syntax for the stream sorted method. Okay, let me create a method sorted and me create operation. Okay, let me create this method. So I have created a method. Let me try with some list of integer values. Teacher. Okay, integer list. Sorry, array as a stream. Okay, so I have taken 5 1 6 7 8 10 3. These are the list of values I have. Okay, let me sort this one. List dot, I am applying stream to the list and then I am sorted dot for each. Okay, system dot out double colon println. So what I am doing, I am taking list and then converting into stream and then sorting the elements of the stream values, and then for using forEach we will printing every element to the console. Okay, so this is like sorted with this generic types. Okay, let me run this first. So initially I have this is the order of the elements. So initially 5 1 6 7 9 10. After applying a sorted method to the stream, then it will sorted data in the ascending order, increasing order. Okay, 1 3 5 6 7 9 10. Okay, sorted dot natural order. Okay, natural order. So we have one more method in the sorted. Okay, that is using comparator. Okay, that takes comparator as input. Comparator. Okay, comparator as input, which is also function interface. Okay, so we have overridden methods of the streams. Sorted methods are overloaded. These having overloaded method. The first one is sorted method without input argument. Second one is the overloaded method. Then it having sorted method with comparator as input. Okay, let me take. It was taking comparator as input, right? So I am doing comparator dot reverse order. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm reversing the natural order. Okay, let me run again. See, reversing. Initially with this with the sorted with empty arguments returning in natural order and sorted with comparator as input, it takes a reverse order. Okay, or you can do the same thing with the comparator itself. Okay, you can also apply the natural order with the comparator also. Dot natural order. This will also works. Either you can give sorted directly or you can apply comparator with the natural order. So first 1 to 10 are printed in the natural order. Next to 10 to 1 are printed in the reverse order. Okay, this way we can apply. Let me comment this one. This is about the sorting using overloaded sorted methods with natural and reverse orders. Okay, let me see the same sorted with customer types. Okay, custom types. So for that I need to get the data from the data source, and I have a player class with all the details like numbers, names, run, 4 6 and matches. Okay, I need to get the data from the data source class which having get data method. It is a static and returns list of players. Inside the player get data, I have created a players object which is a list of players, and added list of players to the player object and returning the same. Okay, let me first get the data from the data source. Dot get data dot stream. I'm applying stream dot do the sorting. I'm doing in the using comparator dot comparing players dot get names. Okay, dot forEach system dot out column println. Okay, I need to import the player class from the com.bytecode with RK. So I have imported. What I am doing in the custom sorting is initially I need to get the data from the using data source get data method, and I am applying the stream to that data source dot get data, and I am doing the sorting. Sorting means I am overloaded method of comparator sorting. I am doing what I am doing comparator data comparing what I am comparing players dot get names. So this is like a method reference. Okay, players dot get players double colon followed by field name get name, that is called a method reference. Here I am applying method reference concept. If you are new to this method reference concept, please go through my previous videos so that you will get some idea. I have done long and short videos on this method reference concept. Okay, so you will get better understanding in further sections if you know method reference well. Okay, so what I am doing in the comparator comparing, I am comparing players names. Okay, each player name I am comparing. It will take each object of the player and compares the names of the players in the list of players from the list of players, and then print each player name. Okay, let me save and run this one. You see the names of the players. Okay, first is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. We are sorting the data based on the names of the players. Okay, so here the name is Bhuvneshwar is the B, starts with B, right? So that's why it came in the first list. And second one is Dinesh Kumar, D, and then Hardik. After Hardik, JSP Burma, then KL Rahul, MS Dhoni, Mohammad Shami, Ravindra Jadeja, Shreyas Iyer, Shubham Gill, Suryakumar Yadav, and then finally Virat Kohli. Okay, it sort the data in the natural order. Okay, so if you want to reverse the same data, here I am reversing. Okay, in the sorted itself I have applied reverse to the comparator dot comparing values. Okay, it just reverse the means reversing the natural order. You see here Bhuvneshwar is the first one, first name to be listed in the first, and Virat Kohli is the last name. Okay, let me run it again so that you will get Virat Kohli at the top and Bhuvneshwar at the end. See, Virat Kohli, V is the last element, right, in the alphabetical order. So Virat Kohli will come at the start, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar at the last, and Dinesh Karthik from the last to second. Okay, this is like doing the sorted with custom and generic types, and doing the natural reverse everything here. Okay, the next intermediate operation is limit. So limit is used to limit the number of elements to be displayed. Limits the number of elements to be retrieved or displayed. Okay, it will limits the number of elements to be retrieved or displayed. Okay, and it has syntax for this limit is it will return the stream of type T only, but limit takes n can be an input. Okay, where n is the number of elements to be displayed. Okay, okay, this is about the limit, and it is of type long, and n is of type long. Okay, So limit is the one of the intermediate method. It takes the long as input and returns the stream as an output, or stream of generic type. So it will limits the number of elements to be displayed. Okay, so let me create the method of limit intermediate intermediate operation, limit intermediate operation. So I need to create this method. I have created the limit method, limit with generic types. Okay, so I am taking same array list as input. Okay, and now I am applying limit to it. List dot stream. I have taken the list of values and I am applying stream to it, and then I am limiting it here. Limit is the number of elements to be displayed. If you apply limit as a 3, then it will display the only 3 elements. Okay, okay, let me run this. So I am applying a limit of 3. So means here you can see the size of the list is 7. Okay, but you are putting limit to 3, then it will return 3 elements only instead of 7 elements. You see, first 3 elements 5, 1, 6 are returning. Okay, you can limit to 5 also, then it will return 5 elements, 5, 1, 6, 7, 9, up to 5 elements it will return. So this way we can limit the number of elements. So let me try the limit with custom objects also. Limit with custom types. Okay, what it will do means I need to get the data from the data source class. Data source dot get data dot stream, applying stream to it, and then a limit, applying limit of 2. I just want to return 2 elements, 2 objects from the this one. I just want to 2 objects return from the custom object. Okay, system dot out double colon println. Let me run this again. If you see the players list, the first player is Dhoni and second player is Dhoni again, because I have duplicate values here in the data source class. If you see here, I have added duplicate for the to test the distinct values. Okay, or else you can change it to, you can apply distinct also, dot distinct. Okay, distinct and a limit also you applied. Okay, both you applied. Now we'll see, other than Dhoni, instead of writing 2 Dhoni types, you will get 1 Dhoni and another value. You see, first one is MS Dhoni, second one is Virat Kohli. We are getting only 2 objects from the list of players. Okay, here we have list of players, but we got 2 values only. The first one is MS Dhoni and the second one is duplicated. It is ignoring because I applied distinct to this list. Okay, and then the third one, Virat Kohli, I got, instead of getting Dhoni again, I got Dhoni, first Dhoni, and then return got second object as Virat Kohli object. Okay, this is the way of limiting using custom objects. Okay, let me see, the other one is skip method. Okay, skip is used to ignore. Skip is used to skip the number of elements. Okay, limit is used to limit the number of elements to be displayed, but skip is used to skip, like how many elements you want to skip. Okay, from starting. Okay, used to ignore or skip the number of elements from the given input. Okay, and the syntax for the skip is it takes long as input and returns stream of type t. Skip, which takes input as a long of n. Okay, this is the syntax. If you pass negative value, you will get some illegal argument exception. If you pass negative value, if you pass a negative value, will get illegal argument exception. Okay, so if you pass n as n greater than size of the n greater than size of the string, will use empty stream as a output. Okay, let me implement all these points in practical. Skip intermediate operation. Okay, skip intermediate operation. Let me create this one. Where is the creator? Skip. Did I create it already? Create skip intermediate operation. Okay, I am taking the same example here. I'm just changing it according to our skip program. Okay, skip method. So skip with the generic types. Okay, skip with generic types. Here the skip I have created a list with integer type 1 5 1 6 7 9 10 30 10 3. Okay, so now I am applying skip instead of limit. I am applying skip and then printing the results. Okay, now I have applied to the list. I convert into stream and then applying skip of with 5. It means it will skip the first 5 elements from the list and it will print the rest of the elements. Okay, let me run this one. See, it was skipping 5. I have given 5 as a number of elements to be skipped. Okay, 1 5 1 6 7 9. These are the 5 elements. It was telling to skip first 5 elements. So it was skipping 1 5 1 7 6 7 9 are skipping and printing rest of the elements. So that is 10 comma 3 are printing. Okay, so you can change it to number of elements like 4 also. 4 means it will skip the first 4 elements, that is 5 1 6 7 and it will print 9 10 13. Okay, let me rerun this one. See, 9 10 13 is printing. So I would like to do the same thing with the custom object also. I'm taking the existing copy of the custom object. Skip with the custom type. So I have here I'm getting the data from the get data method of the data source, which returns list of players. So I am applying stream to the list of players and I am applying. Okay, I need to apply distinct because Dhoni is hang 2 times repeated, right? And I am skipping first 10 elements. Here I am skipping first 10 elements, 10 objects from the list of players and then printing the same. Okay, let me run again. See, it was printing Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Mohammad Sami and Hardik Pandya. Means if I see here, the last 3 elements are printed. I told I have given a skipping number as a 10 number of objects to be skipped, right? Here I have given 10. If I skip the 10 elements, then it will return the rest of the elements like these 3. Okay, 11. Here the elements are 11 because I have one more duplicate, right? But I applied a distinct on the duplicate, right? So it was not considering the duplicate, so it was printing. If you see here, I have taken the skip with the custom type. We took the data from the data source.get data and applying. I took the data from the data source.get data and applying stream under distinct. Why distinct means I have a duplicate data at the data source, that is Dhoni, or else I can comment this one also, so that you will see the very less data only. So data source get data contains a list of players, and now I am applying data to it, stream to it, and then I am doing skip method. Now I will change it to, instead of 10 I will change it to 5. Now I want to skip first 5 elements and then print the rest of the objects from the list of players. Okay, let me run again. You see, from Rahul it started. Okay, Rahul to Hardik Pandya it was printed. Means it will skip first 5 elements. If you see, first 5 elements are MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma third one, Surya Kumar fourth one, Shubham Gill fifth one. So the first file objects from the players list of players skipped, and then printed the rest of the players from the KL Rahul to Hardik Pandya. Okay, so this is about the skip. Okay, with custom objects. Let us see if I pass a negative of -4. Let me run this one again. Negative of -4, you see illegal argument exception you get. So that's what I told you, right? If you pass negative value, you will get the illegal argument exception. Okay, see, illegal argument java.lang.illegal argument exception. So let me pass the size more than here I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 elements. So what will happen if I pass 8 elements? Let me see this one also. I ran. If n is greater than size of the stream means it will give the empty stream. So we are getting the empty stream. Okay, so this is about the skip. Okay, let me see the peak. The peak intermediate operation. Okay, so what it will do means it will return new its stream consisting of all the elements from original stream after applying consumer action. Okay, syntax for this is peak takes the consumer as an object, return stream of type T, that is generic type. It will return peak, and it will take consumer function interface an argument. Consumer is the function interface which takes input and doesn't return anything. So if you are new to the consumer function interface, please go through my previous video so that you will get some good idea, good understanding of the consumer function interface. Let's implement peak intermediate operation. Peak intermediate operation. So I have created the peak intermediate operation method. It works with terminal operators only. Okay, so peak will works with the terminal operator, and without terminal operator you will not get any result. Okay, let me try this one. I will take the same example. Okay, let me take the same example, that is peak with generic types. Okay, I'm taking the same. Instead of applying skip, I will apply peak. So I have taken the list of values of type integer, and I am applying stream on it and then applying peak to it. So I am trying this peak without terminal operator. Let's see the what will it will give. So it was not giving anything. If you apply the peak on the terminal operator, so if you use the peak without terminal operators, then you will get the empty stream. Okay, you will not get any result. Let me to collect dot to list. Okay, here list of what integer. Okay, equal to list peak list. Okay, equal to applying the space out. What I'm doing, I should print this one. Okay, let me see what it will give. I'm running it. If you see here, it will return new stream consisting of all the elements from the original stream after applying consumer action. Okay, so it was listing new stream after applying consumer. What I'm applying, I'm not applying anything, I'm just printing it. Okay, or else instead of sysout or directly printing, I should consumer, right? Consumer is the one which takes input. Okay, which takes input. I'm taking input as e and then I'm applying. Okay, I didn't get anything, right? System.out.println of e into 2. Okay, let me run this one. Let me run again this one. So what it will return, the new stream consisting of all the elements from the original stream after applying consumer action. Okay, it will return a new stream consisting of all the elements from the original stream after applying consumer action. So I have taken the list with the values. So I'm applying stream to the list, and then I'm applying peak which takes consumer, right? Consumer is the function interface which takes single value and returns nothing. So instead of I'm taking e as the input and the returning nothing. Instead of returning something, I am just printing here, and while printing I am applying multiplying each element with that 2. Okay, and I am collecting all the elements. This is the terminal operator which is used to collect elements, and collector is used to move all the elements to the list. Okay, to list means it will collector is the stat class that is having static method to list. So using collectors.toList, we will move all the collected elements to the list. Okay, and then I'm printing each element. Okay, so it was multiplying elements and printing each element. Okay, and it also printing the original elements. Okay, let me try the same with the custom objects. Speak with custom objects. Speak with custom object, custom types or custom object. I'm taking the same example. Let us see what will happen here. So instead of peak, I will apply peak equal to, I am taking consumer as an input, e equal to e dot get names. I am applying. Okay, so what I am doing, data source dot get data will return list of players, and I am applying stream to that one, and in that also for the peak method takes consumer as input, right? Here e is the object which takes it takes a single object as input and then returns nothing. That's why I'm printing here itself. Okay, and printing all these to the console. Okay, so let's see, it was taking each element and each object and getting only the names of the object from the object. So it was generally this peak is used for the debugging purpose. So if you see here, so it was printing peak. What it will do means it was checking, debugging. So generally peak is used in the debugging purpose while doing something, some operation. If you want to debug somewhere, then you should go for the peak method. So here I am in the peak method. What I am doing, I am taking each object and printing the name of each object. It was printing. Okay, before doing some operation, before you are displaying data on the console, right? It was debugging the data and printing the name. So whether to check each player having name or not. Okay, some names can be null, right? So to debug that purpose, I should go for the peak. Here peak will debug before displaying the data to the console. So that was it doing actually. So if you see here, the before Dhoni object prints, it prints the MS Dhoni, and means we are printing only here get name, right? So that it is printing. Generally this peak is used in the debugging purpose. Okay, this is all about the intermediate operations. So we will see terminal operations of the stream. Terminal operators are those which appears at the end. As I said in the definition, these terminal operators will appear at the end, and the terminal operators doesn't return anything, and terminal operator doesn't return an output of stream type. It doesn't return anything, it just returns void. Okay, let me start with the terminal operator implementation. Terminal operations. The first one is forEach. Okay, forEach and forEachOrdered. Okay, so these two are same. There is a little bit difference in between forEach and forEachOrdered. Let's start. forEach. forEach, it iterates over a collection. It means it will works on the collection and performs certain action on each element. Okay, so actually this forEach, right, forEach will take consumer as an input argument. Okay, so as you know, consumer is the function interface which takes some value and returns nothing. So if you are new to consumer function interface, please go through my previous videos so that you will get some idea. I have done long and short videos about the consumer function interface. In forEach, the action to be performed is contained in a class that implements the consumer function interface, and it is passed as a argument to the forEach method. It operates on collection and performs action on each element. Okay, forEachOrdered also it operates on a collection and performs action on each element. Apart from that, it also do extra activity like it will print the data in the order, whatever data it was encountered while accepting input in insertion order. Okay, let me write the forEach. It was same as forEachOrdered or the okay, collection and performs action on each element and maintains insertion order. Okay, and the syntax for the forEach is so as I told, these terminal operators doesn't return anything. Almost every terminal operator will be like a void only, so it doesn't return data in the form of string. Okay, void forEach. Okay, and takes consumer as an input argument. Okay, so and forEach also it will also follow the same syntax. Okay, order. Okay, let me see some examples on this forEach. Okay, already we have covered the forEach in almost all the examples of the intermediate operations of the Stream API. Let me take the example of the below examples. Okay, this is for forEach. Okay, forEach with generic type, forEach with custom type. Okay, see, I am taking the existing example only. I am not taking a new example here. You see here, I have created a list object that is of type integer, and I have a list of values like 5, 1, 6, 7, 9, 10 and 3. So what I'm doing here is applying stream to the list object and then iterating each element of the stream and then printing the results printing using forEach. Okay, and also with the custom object also. I am getting the data from the get data method of the data source, and I am applying streaming to it, printing the each object using forEach. Okay, iterating each object and printing the each object. Okay, let me run this one. You see here, I have like in the list, right, I have taken the list of integers which contains list of values, 7 values, and I'm applying stream to the list and then iterating each element of the stream and then printing the values. Okay, here I am printing the values of the list one by one, 5, 1, 6, 7, 9, 10 and 3, and then forEach with the custom type, getting the list of players from the get data method of data source class and then applying streaming to that list of players and then iterating each player data using forEach. If you observe clearly, so you can see the list of players I am printing one by one. It iterates each player and it will print each player details here. Okay, that is all about the for each. Let me write this entire thing into the single method. For each terminal operation. Okay, so we create the operation, and I am taking everything into the single method. Okay, the second one is for each order. For each order terminal operation. So here also I am taking the same, I am taking the copy of the same action in for each ordered. Instead of for each, I am applying for each ordered, and here also. Okay, let me run this one. You see, right, it was maintaining the instruction order. For each order maintains the instruction order of 516, 516, 79, 10, 3, 79, 10, 3. So it was maintaining the instruction order. If you see, Dhoni is the first. So that is all about a for each and for each order. The next element is main method. Okay, it is used to find out the minimum or smallest element in the stream. Okay, used to find the minimum or smallest element in the stream. Okay, it is used to find the minimum or smallest element in the stream. It internally uses comparator to compare the elements, and its return type is option. The syntax for this is option class. Okay, of type any type, generic type, and minimum, which internally takes comparator. Okay, comparator as the comparator also one of the function interface before Java8. Okay, so minimum is the method which is used to find the minimum or smallest element in the stream, and it takes a comparator as input and returns option class of generic type. Okay, we will see what is the option class, how it will work in the upcoming sessions. For now, just remember option is a class. Okay, generally it is used to avoid the null pointer exceptions. We will use the option class. For now, just remember that only. We will discuss in detail about the option classes in coming sessions. So I'm taking the existing example. So to work on this, I need to create a method min terminal operation. I'm creating this method, and I'm taking the same existing example. Here it is min, and it is also min. So what I'm doing, I'm like I have created a list of integers, and it is having some integer values. So 5, 1, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 3. Okay, so I'm applying stream to the min object. I'm applying stream to the min object, and then I am just doing min of comparator. See, min is the method to find out the smallest or minimum element, and it internally uses comparator to compare each element, and its return type is option of integer. Since I am taking integers, it is integer. Okay, let me compare. I can take a comparator which takes 2 input values. Okay, and then compare A to compare to B. Okay, so what I'm doing in the min, in a comparator is the function interface which takes 2 input values and compare each element and returns the minimum value among all the elements of the given list. Okay, and then I am printing. Okay, print is not required here. Dot get. So I have created a list of integer, a list of type integer with the min list of values array, list of values. For the list I am applying stream and I am doing the min operation. Min internal uses comparator which takes two input. Comparator is a function interface which takes two input values and compare the one with the other and then returns the results, okay, back. Since it returns the option class, so I am getting the data using get method. Okay, this is with the min with generic types. Okay, let me run this one. You see the minimum element in this list is 1. That's why it was returning 1. Let me try the same example with the custom object. I am taking the existing example only. Min with custom types, custom object, or min with custom object. Now with min with the custom object to get the data. So we will try the custom example with the player class. So what we will do means we will identify the players who is having minimum success, to find out which player has a minimum success. Okay, so to find out that one I am taking, because this min returns min return type is optional class, right? So that's why I am taking optional. Why long means 6s are like long only. Let me open the player class. Okay, 6 return type is long, so that's why I am taking a return type as a long for the along with the optional class. So min 6s is the object name. Then I need to get the data from the data source class of get method, get data, and then apply the stream for it. And you need to get only 6s, right? For that we need a transformation can be done using map. Okay, and here players colon get 6s. So I am doing the transformation. That transformation also I am applying transformation using method reference. So I want to players double colon get 6s will get the only the 6s from the entire object. The object contains different fields, right? Each object having say number, names, runs, 4 6s and matches. Okay, so but I want to only the 6s of the each player, and that 6s also I want to find out who's having a minimum 6s. Okay, to find out that one I am transferring the data. So I have using map I am transferring data. Up to this we are getting the entire object. Okay, after that I need to get only the 6s. For that I am using map to transform the object into long. Okay, and then now I am applying minimum is like the method which internally which takes comparator as argument, right? And the comparator having two input arguments a comma b, using a dot compare to b. Now this is out. I want to print what is the min 6, right? Min 6 dot get data. Okay, let us see the let me run again. You see one who is having 6s1. This guy Surya Kumar having 6s1. 6 is the second element from the last. Okay, so Surya Kumar having 6-1. Okay, and also so actually there are two persons who is having a maximum 6s, right? So I have here Jasprit Kumar having 6s1 and Surya Kumar also having 1. So the last one will be effective, right? So it will get the last one instead of getting the Jasprit Kumar. It will get the last one. You see other players here, it is 60, 67, 9, 1, 1, 15, 40, 62, 70, sorry, 61, 52, 19, 323, 3151, 229, 229. Okay, so among all these players, only Surya Kumar and Jasprit Kumar having 6s1, minimum 6s for these two players. But Jasprit Kumar is the last element, right? That's why we are getting the this one. Okay. Let me go to this one. If you want, we will change it to get force. If there is any confusion, to avoid the confusion, I am using force. Okay, who is having minimum forces? Okay, let me run again. You see, minimum 4 is among all the players. Minimum 4 is 4 only. Force. So that is also bonus. Bonus having minimum force for the force is the third element from the last. Okay, bonus are having 4 force. You see, for the other players, you see here it is 10. It is third one is 1732, 190, 176, 219, and 224, 254, 80, 994, 1294. And 826. So among all these players, only Bhuvaneswar Kumar having minimum force is 4. Okay, that's why it was returning 4 as a result. That is all about the min operator, min terminal operator. Let us see one more terminal operator, that is max. Max is used to, it is opposite to the min, used to find maximum or highest element in the stream. Okay, so to find out the highest or maximum element from the stream, we will use the max method of the terminal operator. It is also similar to the minimum only. It will also follow the same syntax as minimum. The syntax for this is max eternally accepts the comparator as input and then returns the optional type. Okay, so let me implement the max. Instead of min, I should change it to max. Creating the max operator, max method, max terminal method. So I am taking the same example of the min, because it was just as a method change only, nothing more than that. So you see, it is max with generic type and max with custom type also. So instead of applying min, I am applying max. Okay, so I have taken a list of integers. So the integer type that is like a list of values I have assigning to the max variable, and the max to get that to find out the max element, first I need to apply the stream to the list of integers and then change the method to max. Okay, changing the method to map, and then map also takes the comparator as input, right? Comparator which internally takes 2 input arguments as input arguments and compare each element and returns the results. So get is used to get the data. Okay, that is about this one. And the optional class option here for the custom max with the custom object, what I am doing is max with the custom objects, right? What I'm doing is I'm getting the data from the get data of data source class, and I'm applying stream to the list of players, and then transforming the data from the object to the long, and then finding the maximum force. Here I am trying to find out the maximum number of force. The players which player having the maximum number of force, that I am trying to find out. Here I am applying max, applying max. So max internal takes comparator as input. So comparator takes 2 input parameters and compare each element with other element and returns the value. So get is used to get the optional data. Now I am running this one. If you see, if in the max with the generic type, right? So in this type, so if you see the list, the maximum element is 10. Okay, that's why it was returning 10. Max element is 10 and it was returning 10. Okay, and the custom objects, the maximum number of force, so force are 1294. Okay, if we go to the data source class, if we see force are the third field from the last. Here it is 826 and 1294. Virat Kohli having 1294 highest force with his name, so that's why it was written 294. If we check other players, 994 is less than the 1294, and this also less than the 1294, less than the 1294, less than the 12, everything is less than the 1294. So Virat Kohli having 1294 force, and that is the max number of force among all the players, so that's why it was written max number of force. Okay, so that is about the max terminal operation. The next one is count method, which is used to count is used to find the number of number of elements in the stream, or find the number of elements in the stream based on input. Okay, so which is count is used to find the number of elements in the stream, or used to find the number of elements in the stream based on the given input. Means it will do the filter based on the input and then find out the number of elements in the stream. Okay, the syntax for the count is long count. Okay, this is the syntax for it, and syntax. Okay, let me try to write one example on the count. Okay, I'm taking the same example of the min and max. Instead of max, I am changing it to count with the generic types. Okay, now I have created a list of type integer, and the object created is count. Okay, I want to print the number of elements in the stream. For that, I will take the object of the list of integers, that is count. I am applying stream to the count method, so which will return list of elements in the which will find number of elements in the stream. Let me run this one. You see 7 elements. We see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So finding count, we can also do count by count dot stream dot collect equal to collectors dot counting. Okay, let me see this one also. You see both returning true only. You can directly apply the count on the stream, or else you can collect apply the collect method in internally collect uses collectors dot counting method to find out the number of elements in the given list. Okay, you can also, like as I told in the definition, it is used to find the number of elements in the stream. So this is the one, are used to find out the number of elements in the stream based on the given input, based on the given condition or criteria. So far we have seen count is used to find the number of elements in the stream. So for whatever examples, 2 examples we have seen is to find the number of elements in the stream. Now we can also find the number of elements in the stream based on the given input or criteria or condition. Okay, now I would like to apply criteria to the given input. Sysout, I am writing count. For count I am applying stream, and then what I want to do some criteria, right? So that's why criteria can be done using the filter which takes a predicate as an function interface. Okay, if you are new to the predicate function interface, please go through my previous videos so that you will get some idea. I have done long and short videos on predicate function interface. So predicate is the function interface which takes single value. So I am taking a as an input and returns boolean value. A equal to 6. Okay, then count. You see, I have count object. I have a list of integers. I have taken that values contains object. I have taken the object of list of integers and then applied stream. And now what I'm doing, I'm applying the second condition. Okay, so it will do the filter on the stream based on the criteria using predicate. Okay, so A using predicate. So each element I am taking as A, and each element is checking that A equal to 6 or not. If 6 is true, then it will count the elements. If not true, then it will not count anything. Okay, let me run this one. You see, 1 it is written because A 6 is there and it is repeated only one time. That's why it was printed one time. Let me take another 6 and 2, 6, totally 3 6s, right? The count should be now 3 because I have 1, 2 and 3 6s in the list. Okay, given list. So this is about the count with the generic types. Now let me see the count with the object types. Okay, count with object type. Okay, so first of all I need to get the data source dot get data dot applying stream to the applying stream to the list of players, and then I want to apply the count directly. So this is the direct count. Let me run this one. So you see 13 I have, means data source dot get data stream having 13 players. Let me check how many players we have. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 11 12 13. So the data source of get data class having totally 13 players. That's why we are getting 13 as an count. Okay, so we can also do the same thing with the character counts. We can do the same thing. Okay, same we did with the generic type, right? Like that only. So I can take this one directly. Okay, we run again. You see 13 only. So either you can follow this one or you can follow this way. Okay, and I want to do one more example on the count with the criteria. Okay, okay, now I have a stream. I am applying filter. To apply, before applying filter, I need to transform the given object. Okay, so map object players colon get name. Okay, transforming is done. Then applying the filter on each object. Filter is the predicate filter which in turn takes predicate as a functional interface. So predicate is the one which takes single value and returns boolean value. Now I am applying filter on the given input. So for the predicate I am taking single value as E as a single value, and I want to check the condition. Here I have taken the names, right? I am checking whether the given name is whatever the iterating criteria. Generally it will iterate each element of the list, right? So I am checking each element is equal to, ignore case equal to. So I am checking whether the any object is now I am checking how many players are there with the MS with the name of MS Dhoni. Let me run this one. So I got the 2 as an output because of I have added MS Dhoni 2 objects are exist with the Mahendra Singh MS as a MS Dhoni as the name. Now let me check with the Virat Kohli also. How many players are there? Count. I want to check the count of Virat Kohli. So I'm just removing MS Dhoni and adding Virat Kohli. So it should return 1 only because I have only one Virat Kohli in the list of players. Okay, let me run this one again. You see, I am getting 1. The count is 1 for the Virat Kohli.
Let me keep all the operations of the count terminal operations into separate method, that is count to terminal operation method operation. That's all about count terminal operation.
The next one is anyMatch. anyMatch is used to check if the stream contains at least one element. So anyMatch is internal uses predicate. This is used to check that the list that the stream should contain at least one element. Okay, so anyMatch is used to check that the stream should contain at least one element, then only it will return true. Okay, so it internally takes anyMatch, right? anyMatch method which internally takes predicate as the argument. So these function interfaces I have already explained in my previous videos. Please go through those videos so that you will get some good understanding on the function interfaces. Okay, and its return type is because it was checking predicate, right? Whether checks the value and returns true or false. So the return type of this one anyMatch is boolean. Okay, this is the syntax for the anyMatch. Let me implement with example of anyMatch. anyMatch terminal operation. Okay, creating a method of it. What I will do means I will take a stream of string. Okay, anyMatch. Okay, stream of string dot of method. I have list of values SU on Sunday, remove on Monday, TU Tuesday, TH Thursday, Friday, SAT Saturday. Okay, so I have taken list of values. Now what I will do means I will check whether the list of whatever we are checking, right? So if at least one of the one matches is available or not, we will check here. So anyMatch dot anyMatch. So anyMatch takes predicate as a function interface which takes a single input value and returns boolean value. Now I am taking S as a single input and then I am checking S dot contains, okay, SAT Saturday available or not. If it is available, it will return the true, otherwise it will return false. This is about any match with generic types are vapor types. Okay, let me run this one. So it is returning true because in the stream I am checking whether SAT is available or not. It is available at the end, right? So it is returning true. Suppose if I return to double S and it was returning false because S is not contains in the given list. Okay, let me take the custom object with custom. Okay, custom types. So I am taking sys out directly, getting data from the data source. Data source here dot get data having list of layers. Okay, dot it is a stream, right? Let me apply stream dot stream dot anyMatches, stream dot anyMatches which internal takes predicate dot map. to do before checking anything, I need to transform the data. That actually this stream is the object data. I need to convert into string, that is players dot place double colon get name only. And what I will do here is dot anyMatch. Okay, now what I'm doing, I'm checking is equal to anyMatch internet takes predicate as an argument. So predicate is the one which takes single input value and returns boolean value s dot contains ms which was my Dhoni, then it should return true. Okay, let me run this one. So there is a player with the name ms Dhoni in the data source class. If you see, Dhoni's name is already there. Okay, so that's why it was returning true, otherwise it will return false. Okay, so this is about the anyMatch with custom types. So allMatch is the one. allMatch, it is used to check if all the elements in the stream satisfies the provided criteria. It means with whatever you are passing data, right, that should match for all the elements in the stream, then only it will return true, otherwise it will return false. So all the elements in the stream should satisfy the provided input or criteria or criteria. Okay, so it should match all the elements in the stream should satisfy provided input criteria. Okay, and the syntax for this is same as anyMatch only, because it is also returning true boolean value and then it takes multiple criteria. Okay, it also takes a predicate, but name is different. Okay, allMatch terminal operation. It is similar to the anyMatch, but s dot starts with. Okay, so here what I'm checking, I have a list of a stream of string type elements. Okay, stream of elements of type string. Okay, so here I am checking with the stream object, I am applying allMatch method. So what it will check as each element, it is iterating each element and checking each element starts with yes or not. Okay, a few elements starts with yes, that is Sunday and Saturday starts with it, and rest of the elements will starts with other than yes. Okay, so it should what is the condition of the allMatch means it should all the elements in the stream should satisfy the provided input or criteria. So I am putting some condition or criteria here. Every element in the stream starts with yes, but it satisfies for Sunday and Saturday. For the rest of the data, it doesn't satisfy because rest of the elements doesn't starts with yes, so it should return false. Okay, so I'm running this one. If you see, it was returning false because it doesn't satisfy for all the elements. If everything starts with let me add s to all the data. Okay, so here I am adding s for all the data. Okay, let me run again. You see, you are getting true. So if all the elements satisfies the given criteria is every element in the list stream starts with yes. This is the criteria and it satisfies because all the elements in the stream starts with yes. So if all the elements satisfy the given criteria, then it should return true, otherwise it should return false. Okay, this is about the allMatch with generic type. Okay, let me see the custom types. Custom type. Okay, I need to print the data. I am using sysout data source dot get data to get the list of players dot stream dot map. I need to get the map, and here map is used to transform the data. E dot get name. and then I am applying any allMatch. So allMatch is the function which takes predicate as an argument, and then predicate internal takes a single input and returns boolean value. So I am taking single input as e dot starts with yes or not. Okay, for the object also I am checking yes or not. So what I am doing here, I am getting the list of players and I am applying stream to it, and then to check each player name starts with a yes or not, I am checking. So for that I need a transfer function, because the whatever we are getting from the data source dot get data is list of players and a list of objects. Okay, player objects. So I need to convert the object type to string to check the name starts with yes or not. So that's why I'm using map to transform the object to string type, that is names. And once I got the names from the using map, right, so I am checking allMatch whether every name starts with yes or not. Okay, generally the players having different names, MS Dhoni, Virat, Rohit, Surya Kumar. So few players have name starts with S and rest of the players starts with the different alphabets. Okay, so it should return false. Okay, now let me run this one. So it was returning false. Okay, this is the way to write the allMatch with a generic or wrapper type and custom types. Okay,
So far we have discussed anyMatch method with wrapper types and custom types. That is all about anyMatch terminal operation of the Stream API. I hope this is clear for all of you.
let me see the another type of the same noneMatch. noneMatch is used to check the stream does not contain any element matching the provided criteria. Means so whatever criteria you are passing, right, that criteria, with that criteria no element should exist in the stream. That case we can go for the noneMatch. Okay, used to check that stream doesn't contain any matching elements. Okay, and the syntax for this also same as like anyMatch and allMatch. Boolean noneMatch. Okay, so this is about the noneMatch. Let me create a method noneMatch terminal operation. Okay, I'm creating the method. So I'm taking the example of the same because it is simple to understand for everyone. To avoid the confusion, I'm using the same. So here if you see noneMatch, so this I have created a stream list of values with a stream of type string. So what I am doing, I am checking the criteria that starts with A. So noneMatch means it should not match any with any element in the stream. So I have a stream having Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of type string types, list of values of type string. So what I am checking the stream object with noneMatch method. So our noneMatch is used to check that the stream doesn't contain any match. It means you should, whatever based on for the given criteria, it should not match any element from the stream. Okay, so that's why I'm checking a starts with A or not. Okay, any element in the stream, okay, starts with A or not, I am checking. So if you see this stream doesn't have any element starts with a, so then it should return true. So now what's happened, it was checking whether any element starts with a or not, but if you see the stream, it doesn't, none of the element is matching for the given criteria. Okay, so it should return out true, because none match means it should not match. So I am writing this one, it was returning true. Okay, let me change the criteria with S. So there are two elements starts with S, that is Saturday and Sunday. So I am checking starts with S or not, so it's satisfying at least one, right? So it should return false, that's why it was returning false. Okay, that is about the non-match with generic type. Okay, generic or wrapper type. Wrapper type, okay, with object type, custom type. Okay, so here also I am taking the same example, this one. So I am not changing anything because I am using the same example, right? So what I am doing here, so initially I am getting the list of players using get data of data source class, and then applying stream to it. I am getting using map to transform the object to the string. To why I am converting string means I want to check the player's name starts with a Z or not. So for that I need a player name. So for that only I am doing a transformation using map, and after transforming the data I am checking non-match. Okay, so applying the non-match method. So in the non-match predicate, it takes predicate as an input. Predicate internally uses, internet takes single value and returns boolean value. So for that I am taking E as a single value, so means each element, it was checking each element that starts with a Z or not. Okay, so if you see this one, there is no player name starts with Z, right? So it should return true. Okay, I am running this one, it was returning true because it matches the given criteria, because non-match means it should not match, so no player starts with Z, right? That's why it was returning true. Otherwise if I make it as H, there is one player name starts with H. If you see here, Hardik Pandya is the name whose name starts with H. Okay, that's why it was it matches the criteria. So that non-match basically should not match, but if it matches then it will return false. Okay, that's why it was returning false. Let me see the other terminal operator, that is find first. Okay, find first is the terminal operator. It will find the first occurrence of the elements from the given stream. Okay, so which is used to find the first occurrence of the element from the stream. Okay, and it is it doesn't take anything but returns optional class type. Okay, so to find out the first occurrence of element from the stream. Suppose and the syntax for this is optional return type. Syntax for this is optional class of type generic and find first. Okay, this is the method. Let me find first. We find the here is the first terminal operator, terminal operation. Okay, so I'm taking the same example. Okay, that is find first with wrapper types. Okay, so what I am doing here, I have taken a stream of values that is of type string. So I am taking find first. I have a stream of values and I am taking the object of the stream, that is stream dot find first, then if find it if present. So what I'm doing, I'm applying find first to the given stream, and then if present, then I'm printing that one. Okay, this is the if present is from the optional class. So optional class method we will discuss deep about if present method from the optional class in upcoming sessions. So for now, just remember it is a condition. If present, then it will print the value. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So find first, what it will do means it will take the stream object and apply the find first method. Find first method will find the first occurrence of the element. So in the stream, if you see here in the stream, the first occurrence is Sunday. That's why it was running Sunday. The first element is Sunday. Okay, that's why it was returning Sunday. If the value is present in the stream, then applying if present, that is the optional method of the if present is the optional method. So which will check if the value is present, then it will print the value. It internally takes consumer as a functional interface, okay, as an argument. Okay, if you want to skip, you can apply some skip also. Applying skip of 2 to skip the next 2 elements. Now it will check first occurrence from the list of elements after skipping the first 2 elements using skip method. So when I skip the first two elements, then the first occurrence of this stream is Tuesday. So I will get the result as a Tuesday. You see, TUE is the Tuesday. The like this also we can do, or else we can dot filter. Yes, dot starts with T. Okay, what I'm doing, I am added extra intermediate operation, that is like for the stream object I applied a filter is the intermediate operation. So I applied a filter on the stream object. What I'm checking here, I am doing the filtering the data based on the condition. So the condition is, so it was checking each element of the stream starts with T or not, it was checking. So once checked, so you can see here the element starts with the Tuesday and Thursday are the 2 elements that starts with T. So it will find the 2 elements. Okay, Tuesday and Thursday are the results up to this one. Up to filter, it will get the 2 elements. Okay, and when you apply find first, right, so in the first Tuesday and Thursday, okay, the first occurrence means find first means first occurrence is Tuesday. So it will return the first occurrence of the, let me run this one. You see, I am getting Tuesday as the first occurrence. Okay, so this is about the find first with wrapper types. Let me see the find first with the custom object. Okay, custom types. Okay, so to work with the custom types, I can need to get the data from the data source. So data source is a class which contains get data method whose return type is list of players. So inside the get data method, I have created list of players and added a couple of players to the list, and after adding the players, I am returning the same players list back using data source dot get method. Okay, so to get, I need all these players details, right? So I have to call this data source dot get data method to get the details. Okay, so I'm getting data source dot get data dot, I am applying stream dot find first dot if present okay, println. So I'm here data source dot get data will get the list of players details, and I am applying stream to the list of players, and I am telling to the stream that get the first element in the first occurrence of the list of players. Whatever the first comes in the list of players, so take that one and print that one. I am telling using if present method of the optional class. Okay, so if you see here the in the players list, the first one is MS Dhoni. Okay, 7 player number 7 MS Dhoni is the in the list. It is the first element in the list. Okay, so let me run this one. We will see. You see player MS Dhoni, player number 7, and name is the MS Dhoni. He is the first element encountered while doing the stream. Okay, so that's why it was returning MS Dhoni. Okay, let me comment this one and also do the same with filtering also. Stream dot filter, not filter, dot map of players double colon get name. Filter is dot starts with get data dot filter. Now you can see here data source dot get data used to get the list of players. I'm applying stream to the list of players, and then why I'm using map means I just want to the names of the players. That's why I'm applying map to the objects, and I'm getting the players names, list of players. I'm getting player names. Okay, list of player names. So in that list of players also I'm applying transformation. I'm applying filter. Filter, what it will do means it will check the condition. Based on the condition, it will return the players names from the list of players. So till stream we are getting objects. So from map it was transformed to object to the list of player names. And filter, using filter it check the condition and whose players in the list of players whose name starts with R or checks, and based on the condition it will find the first element. Okay, so if you see here in the stream, so in the data source class, if you see players names, Rohit Sharma starts with R and Ravindra Jadeja starts with R. Two players name starts with R. Okay, so the first occurrence of the players is Rohit Sharma. So find first means it will find the first occurrence of the list of players. If you see the list of players, you can see Rohit Sharma is the first come. Okay, like first come first serve. Okay, so Rohit Sharma coming first place, and then first occurrence, and Ravindra Jadeja in second occurrence. So this is all about the find first with the custom types. Finds any element from the string. Finds any element from the string. The syntax for this is option return type find any. Okay, so let me implement an example. Find any terminal operation. So let me take the same example. What I'm doing, I have a stream of values. I'm just finding using find method. I'm finding any random elements. If it is present, it will print the data. Let me take it to list of string. So it was randomly printing whatever data encountered, right? Here it is encountering the Sunday. So it was randomly printing the data. It was selecting randomly, finds the elements randomly, and returns the result. So data source is the a class which contains get data method, whose return type is list of players. So inside the get data method, I have created list of players and added a couple of players to the list. And after adding the players, I am returning the same players list back using data source get method. Okay. So to get, I need all these players details, right? So I have to call this data source get data method to get the details. Okay. Also, okay. Let me take the second example also with the custom types. Find any with custom types. Okay. So data source find any method. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just want to apply dot filter. Okay. Equal to e dot starts with s. Okay. So before applying any condition, I'm just doing finding element that starts with element. Okay. What I'm doing here, I have get the data list of players from the get data method of the data source class, and I'm applying stream. I'm doing the transformation because I need the names of the players from the object. Okay. And I'm doing filtering data that starts with whether each name starts with what are the names starts with s. Okay. So that results I want in that I want to find any. Suppose I am getting a single result, means it will get the single result. If I am getting multiple results, means the find any will find the random element. If that random, if that is exists, then it will print the result. Okay. Suri Kumar Yadav. So the players that starts with S is Suri Kumar Yadav. Find first method versus find any method. So these two methods, right? So you won't see find first is used to find the first element in the list, and find any is used to find random numbers from the given stream or list. Okay. In non-parallel streams, you won't see the much difference, because in non-parallel streams, find first and find any will return the first element from the stream. Okay. When you work with the parallel streams, right, at that time you will find first will return the first element only in the parallel streams, but find any will return the random value. Okay. The difference is, the first one is find first will get the first element from the stream. Okay. And find any will not guarantee guarantee of the order. Okay. Randomly finds the elements. Okay. So it will not give any guarantee because it randomly finds the elements, but we won't see the difference between these two methods in non-parallel streams. Okay. So we will discuss little about the find first and find any when it comes to the parallel streams. That is about the find first and find any. Let us see what is collect method. Collect method will perform the mutable reduction operation on the elements of the stream. Okay. It will do the mutable. Mutable means changeable. You can change. Okay. Mutable So it will take the stream of elements and do the mutable reduction operation. Reduction means reducing or combining the elements of the stream. Okay, one by one it will read each element and then combine the first the previous element in the current element and then form a mutable reduction result container. Okay, so what it will do means exactly a mutable reduction operation process the stream of elements and then accumulate it into a mutable result container. So it will do the reduction operation on the each element of the stream and form a result container. Okay, once the elements all the elements of the stream is processed, right, a combining function matches all the results container to create the result. Okay, generally it is used to perform a mutable reduction operation on the elements of the stream. What is mutable reduction operation is it processes all the elements of stream and accumulate into a result container. Okay, it will read each element and apply the reduction on it and then form a result container. Okay, so once all the elements are processed, right, there is a combining function which matches all the result containers and create a new result. Okay, let me write the definition. So what is mutable reduction operation? Process all the elements of stream and accumulate into a mutable result container. Okay, once all the elements are processed, so once all the elements of the stream is processed, right, we combine any information, we merge all the mutable result containers. So two containers to create result. Okay, to create a new result. Okay, also how it works means suppose I have a stream of elements. Okay, so parallel streams, all the streams each element is each element is processed and then create a result of mutable container. Okay, so that will be like one parallel stream. In the parallel stream, that is one chunk of code, and the second with the second element it will do the next operation. Parallel stream means it will run the parallelly with each element. Okay, so it will process each element parallelly instead of doing sequentially. So when it is processing parallelly, right, with each element, so it will create multiple mutable container results with each element. Okay, so and then finally we will use a combiner function which will match all the result containers, mutable result containers into a single means it will match all the mutable result containers and create a new result. Okay, that is what collect will do generally. The syntax for the collect is collector having two syntaxes are equal to collectors. Okay, collectors is the one. The second one is returns the result only R type collector. It will take supplier R type R and by consumer type and also it will take by combiner by function by consumer. Okay, combiner. This is accumulator. Okay. These are the two syntax of the collector method. One is the collector internal uses collectors class to do the collections, and second one is it takes a supplier as second syntax is it having two arguments. One is a supplier, and then second one is the accumulator, that is by function consumer by consumer. Third one is by consumer only, but this is like combiner. Okay, let me see an example of the collector method. Now okay, so I have declared. Now I need to create a method of it. Let me try with the first method. First one, connect with wrapper types. Okay, so I am creating a list of integers, and I say list equal to and I start as list. Okay, doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I have created a list, the list object, that is list, having numeric values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it is of type integer. Okay. So what I am doing, list dot stream dot collect equal to, you see here, you see the method of the collector having one is the collector type, return type is stream, and another one is supplier by consumer and by consumer, like supplier takes and then by consumer is the accumulator, and another by consumer is for the combiner. So the result is R type. Okay, let me collectors dot to list. Okay, to set. Okay, let me add one more element here. 1. Okay, so let me run this one. You see, you can see right result 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So using syntax I used is collector inside collector having collectors method. So collectors is a static class. It is a class which have utility class which having static methods. So toList is one of the static method. So I am using this syntax for the first syntax. So I have created a list where list contains 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements, and it is of type integer. So what I am doing, I am applying the string to the list object and then collecting all the elements, and the using collector will do the reduction operation, right? So it will collect all the elements to the set using collectors utility class. Okay, so it will move all the elements to the set. Okay, so what it makes a copy of the list to the set. Okay, in set. Okay, so why it was printing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because if you see here double 2 ones are there, but in the output it is showing single output because set doesn't allow duplicates, right? So it will not allow it will take only this 5 elements only. It will like ignore this one. or it will ignore the second one, it will take the first one. Okay, this way it works. Collect with custom types. Okay, so we have a data source class to get the custom object. Means I have a player class. Player I have a list of states and behavior. You can see list of states, number, name, runs, scores, success, and matches. So player and behaviors, getter, center, methods, constructors, everything we have in the players class. This is the custom object, and so data source is the class where it contains get data method. It has list of players. Okay, in the get data method, I have created list of players object and then added a couple of players to it, and then returning players directly. Okay, so it's simply like a kind of database concept, but here I'm just instead of content database, I'm directly adding some players to the players object, list of players object, and then returning the list of players. Okay, using get data method of the data source class. Okay, so for that I need data source dot get data dot stream dot collect. Okay, the collect I am using collectors dot to list. So to price is only okay. So I have a data source dot get data will return list of players, and I am applying stream to that one, and then using collector method. In collector method return uses collectors class, and the collectors class having static method, that is to list. So I am moving the list of players to the list again, or I can make it as a set also. Okay, let me make it a set, and here I have duplicates, right? I will like make a duplicate entry, so it should avoid going 2 times. Okay, let me run this one. You can see list of players. Okay, so player 1 is the Jackie, player 33 is the Hardik Pandya, and then player 7 is the MS Zone. Player 8 is Ravindra Jadeja. Like that, it was listing list of players. Okay, this is about the one type of the collectors. Okay, collector method of the collectors. The second type is this will be type 1. Type 1 syntax. Okay, this is the first type of the using first type of syntax. Now let us see the second type of the syntax. Type 2. And let me take this dot string type. Okay, and this equal to this dot as list equal to arrays dot as list of welcome to collect example. Okay, so this is the list. I have list of elements which is of type string. Okay, now what I will do is so yes, let's see this dot stream is parallel stream, not a normal stream. Parallel stream dot collect. I'm applying subtype. So collect takes 3 input parameter at the side. One is subtype stream buffer for column view. Here I am using method reference style. So string buffer double colon new means method reference I am using. So it will create a new string buffer object, okay, for each instance, okay. The second argument is by consumer. Consumer is the one which takes single value and returns nothing, right? By consumer also returns takes two input values, that is a comma b and a dot append b. And the third argument is by consumer also. It is like combiner. The first one is the supplier, the second one is the accumulator, the third one is the combiner, okay. The third one by consumer, right? It will take two arguments. By means 2 and it will a dot append space and given dot append of b, okay. So what is doing? I have a list of list of values, that is of tribe string. So I am doing the parallel string, means it will take welcome first and then create a new instead of the string buffer and then do the accumulation, okay. So it will append a with the first element with the second element, okay. It will append the welcome to this one, and again it will not perform the combiner, okay. It will not combine because it is doing the parallel stream, right? It will take each element parallelly. It will take welcome to and collect and example as then 4 elements, 4 starts parallel streams at a time, means parallelly each element it will take and then create the 4 instances of the using string buffer. Using supply, it uses supplier. It creates the 4 instances of the string buffer and then it will do the with each element it will do the append operation, okay. And after all the 4 elements completes the new 4 instance and this by consumer operation append operation completes, then whatever the 4 operations completed after this, right, the 4 operations can be combined using this by consumer argument, okay. So here it will take the 4 mutable result containers, that is one by one, and then do the reduction, okay. A comma b, it will take append by space and then append by the second element, and then it will take a welcome as the first element and then combine 2 with the space, okay. This append is b is nothing but 2. So once that append is done, then these two elements will be a. Now the third element is collect, okay. B is the collect. Now what is in a having welcome to, and then I am giving some space, okay. Welcome to space is there and then appending the collect element, okay. Now a contains welcome to collect, okay. So b contains example, okay, examples, okay. Now a comma append means welcome to collect space append by examples, okay. So let me see this one. Comment this one also. Let me run this one. You see, welcome to string, entire string is created with the spaces, okay. So first it will do till accumulation, it will do parallelly with the 4 elements. Now 4 mutable result containers will be created. So the next operation is by using by consumer argument, it will like append the 4 result containers, so one by one till the end, okay. So until 4 operations combined together, okay, like merging the 4 operations into the single. So what I did, I merged all the 4 operations initially to welcome, and then 2 is another result container, correct as another result container, example as another. It is so till this one 4 result containers created, 4 instances of the string buffer is created, and finally appending the using combiner, it will combine all the result container, mutable result containers into single one. So that is the definition, right, actually. process all the elements of the stream and accumulate into a mutable result container. So with each element it will create a mutable result container and also creates the string buffer for instance of the result. Once all the elements are processed, a combined function will have the mutable results containers to create the new result. Okay, so it will combine all the mutable 4 results into single one using combiner. Okay, combiner is using by consumer function interface. Okay, so if you are new to this supplier by consumer function interface, please go through my previous video so that you will get some idea on it. Okay, so let me try the correct with the custom type. Okay, with custom object. Okay, so before that I have to work with the custom object. I have a player class which having different states and etc. means behaviors. Okay, and I have a data source class which I have in get data method. So it will inside it I have created list of players object and I have added a couple of players to the players object. Okay, and then I am returning the player object directly. So basically this get data of data source will add a couple of players to the players object and then returning the list of players. Okay, so we are working on this custom object only, players object. Now let me get the data of this out data source dot get data. So now it will return list of players, applying string to it, and then map also equal to dot get name. Okay, dot collect. So I am using second method, right? First method already we have tried. Now we am applying second method. It takes 3 input parameters. Okay, the first one is the supplier, second one is the by consumer, third one also by consumer. First one is supplier, second one is by consumer. This is like to do the accumulation, and third one is the combiner. Combiner combines the results of the result containers. Okay, let me write this one. New. So what it is like a method reference, way of representing the supplier using method references. So if you are new to the method references, please go through my previous videos. I have clearly explained about the method references. Okay, so this is supplier. The first argument is supplier, right? It doesn't take anything. It returns a string builder object. Okay. The second one is by consumer. By consumer is the one which takes 2 input values. Generally, consumer takes single input value and returns nothing. But you are applying by before the consumer, right? So it was taking by means two values. Okay. So consumer takes 2 input values and doesn't return anything. So I am taking here 2 input values, that is A comma B. I am taking 2 input values and then A dot append of B. Okay, I'm just appending, I'm not returning anything. Okay, the third one also by consumer, but this is like used as a combiner. This one is the accumulation. Okay, this one is the combiner. Okay, here also I'm taking X comma Y. By consumer, right? It takes 2 input values. A dot X dot append of append of B. So it's like B. Okay, we need to add one more. This one. Okay, so what it was doing, initially it gets a list of players. Okay, list of players using get data method of the data source and applying string to it, and then I want to get only the names of the list of from the list of players. Okay, so using map I am taking the object as input because map takes for function interface. Okay, function interface takes single value and returns single value. So it takes an object as an input and returns names as strings. Okay, return. Okay, and then I am using collect method. Collect method also I am taking three input parameters. So first one is supplier, second one is by consumer, third one also by consumer. First one supplier takes supplier as an input. So supplier is the function which doesn't take anything and returns some value. So supplier doesn't take anything but returns string builder object. And the second one is by consumer. So it is accumulation. So it creates for each object in the list of streams, right? So for each through map we are getting only the names of the players, right? So for each player it creates a new instance of the string builder. Okay, and then it appends string builder instance. Each player name appends to the each instance of the string builder. Okay, and then after it will repeat the first two steps for all the players. Means if we have 11 players, means it creates 11 instances of the string builder. Each player will add to the each string buffer. Means single player will be appended to the single added to the string buffer builder. Sorry. So the final one is the combiner, which will combine each mutator the results of the 10 instance, right? String builder objects created, right? So each string builder is appended separated by space. Okay, then the result will be, let me run this one. You see MS Dhoni 2 times it came. Let me comment apply existing to it. So now MS Dhoni will not repeat, and also I am appending, right? I need to add some space to it. Let me run again. You see all the players listed: MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Suryakumar Yadav, Shubham Gill, Rahul, Shreyas Iyer, Dinesh Karthik, Ravindra Jadeja, SB Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Sammy and Hardik Pandya. So all the players are appended to the string. Okay, this is the way of writing correct method of the Stream API. Okay. In today's session, we are discussing about the reduce method of the Stream API. So it is one of the most important method of the Stream API. So what is reduce? Okay. Reduce is the one of the Stream API operation, performs reduction on the elements of the stream with a given function. So it will do the reductions on the each element of the each element in the stream. Okay, reduction on the elements of stream with given function. Okay, this is the one. We can also define it as it's a process of combining all the elements of the stream repeatedly to produce the single value. That way also we can call it process of combining all the elements of stream repeatedly to produce a single value. There is nothing but reduce. The syntax for the reduce is, let me write syntax. T is the return type, that is of generic type or reduce, and identity is the initial value of the reduce function, identity, and then binary operator. Binary operator of accumulator for the storing the partial result, and the third one is binary operation combiner. Okay, So reduce is the method which returns a generic type, and it takes identity as the initial value. So from where we need to start, that we will mention in the identity. And the second one is accumulator, that is nothing that is of binary operation. So accumulator generally used to store the partial results. Okay, and the third one is combiner, which is also of binary operation type, and it combines the partial results of each accumulator and then produce the single result. Okay, the fourth one is, so generally the combiner, right? A combiner is used when there is a mismatch of values in accumulator. Okay, so if there is a mismatch in the accumulator values, right, at that time we will go for the combiner. So we will do the deep dig into the combiner when it comes to the programming. Okay, let me write the method of the reduce method. Reduce terminal operation. Okay, operation. So I need to create this. I have declared this one. I need to create this. So reduce with wrapper types. Okay. So let me write an example of reduce. Let me take an example of this one. So I am taking a list of integer values where I can create it as a list. Then I am taking arrays dot list. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, so I have taken list of list of integer values. So I am importing list from the java.detail.package, list of integers, and I created an object list. So I am assigning arrays dot as list of values, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the list. Okay, so then now the list contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. So now I am applying reduce to it. The list is list dot stream. I am applying stream to the list and then applying a reduce method on this one. Okay, reduce of, I am taking you can see, right, it having 3 methods. Identity is the initial value, and then the binary operator, that is accumulator. Okay, the second one is only the accumulator. The third one is identity, accumulator, and then combiner. 3 methods are there. Okay, but I am taking the first one for now. So I am telling it to start from the 0. Okay, so start with the 0 element and then do the accumulation. Accumulation is the one which having a comma b. Accumulator internally uses a binary operation, right? Binary operation takes 2 input values, so that's why I am taking 2 input values. So that is a comma b. So I am using lambda style. Then I am applying a plus b. I have taken list of integer values, and that is the object of the list of integers is list, and it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers in it. Okay, so then after that I am applying stream to the list of values, and then applying reduce method with 2 parameters. The first one is the identity, which starts with 0, and the second one is the accumulator. So accumulator internally uses binary operator, right? So it takes 2 input values and returns a single value. So I am taking 2 input values, a comma b, and then I am summing up and then returning the values. Okay, that is a plus b. So this is the accumulator. Okay, let me run this one. You see 15 I am getting. 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 6, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 5 15. So 1 plus 2 initially it as I told, right, reduction of elements of the stream with a given function. And also it is the process of combining all the elements of stream repeatedly to produce a single value. So it is the process of combining all the 5 elements repeatedly to produce a single element. So I have here 5 elements in the list. Okay, so I want to produce a single result. Okay, by repeatedly applying this sum operation. Okay, on the elements of the given input list. Okay, so initially it will take 1 and 2 as the AB. Okay, A is 1, 2 and B is 2. Okay, so after I am doing after initially taking 1 and 2, it will here do the sum up. Okay, initially it will be 1 plus 2 equal to 1 plus 2, which gives 3. So now the value in this A is 3. Okay, the result of this accumulation will be stored in the A, and then the third element is the next element in the list is already we have taken 1 and 2 in the first list. Okay, now we are taking only one element, that is 3 as B. Okay, so now A is 3, B equal to what? 3. Then what is the result? 3 plus 3 gives 6. Okay, 6 is the result. Now A stores the 6 and B will take the next element from the list. The next element from the list is 4. So now 4 plus 6 will give 10. Okay, so now A stores the 10 and then the next B takes the next element from the list, that is 5. So 10 plus 5 will give you 15. So the result what we are getting here is the 15. Okay, reduce with the that is about the reduce with the vapor types. Okay, let us see the reduce with the custom types. Reduce with the custom types. Okay, now result equal to I need to get the data from the data source class using get data method, and I am applying stream to the get data method, and then map because I want to long data, right? I don't want the entire object. Okay, for that only I am applying players colon get force. Okay, I just want the force of this one, and then applying reduce method. Okay, in the reduce method also I am taking identity and the accumulator only with the 2 parameters. Here I am converting long dot value of 0, and then as usual I am taking since accumulator is the binary operator, I am taking 2 input parameters and then applying accumulation. Okay, this is out. The result. Okay, now we can see here I have taken data source to get data to return the list of players and applying stream to it, and the map I am using to get only the force of the each player. So till here I am getting the object of the each player, and but I want only the force of the each player, so that is long type. I am getting the force and applying reduce method. In reduce I am telling starts with 0, that is of type. I am converting it to long, and then each force of the players, right, here accumulated and then added one by one, and then repeating the like it will repeat the process of combining all the force of the each player repeatedly and producing elements. Means it process all the elements, all the force of the each player, and then I add one by one repeatedly and then produce the final output. Okay, produce the final output. Let me run this one. You see I am getting 4429 is the total force of the all the players force. Okay, if you see all the players, so this is the 4, right, force of the all the players. If you count all this by using, you can get 4429 as the force of each player. Okay, so now let us take the let us see the combiner type. Okay, combiner is used when there is a mismatch of values in the accumulator input. So here if you see here I have the accumulator. The first element is the identity. Okay, the first one is the identity as per the syntax. The second element is accumulator. Okay, so till now we have seen identity and accumulator only. Okay, now let us see the what is combiner. When do we go for the combiner? So combiner is used when there is a mismatch of values in the accumulator input. Okay, accumulator means the second one. If you see here I have this is the A is long and B is of type long. So both are of same type. Okay. So then there is no need of the combiner. When there is a mismatch between the A and B, that is input of the accumulator, then the combiner comes into the picture. Okay. String data equal to I need to get the data from the data source. Data source data source dot get data dot stream, then apply reduce on it, reduce. Okay. So here I don't want the two parameters, that's why I'm taking reduce. So the third parameter I'm taking, which having three parameters. The first one is the identity. Here I can take it as the identity as a slash new. So I want to combine slash new, and then accumulator is of type here. Okay, a comma player. Okay, and then a plus player get. Okay, names. If you see here, I'm getting an array. If I use accumulator, means identity with accumulator. Here identity is I am taking with the new line. Okay, space new line. I am taking identity starts with this one. So and then I am taking accumulator as a comma player, and then I am adding these two. So when I am trying to add this one, right, it was telling type mismatch, cannot convert from the string to player. Okay. So A is the string type, and player is the player object reference. Okay. So when I try to combine these two, right, I am getting this cannot convert from the string to player. Okay. So there is a mismatch in the accumulator input. This is the accumulator, right? Second one is the accumulator which having mismatch because you are trying to take the string and a player object and you are trying to do something. Okay, in that case you will get the accumulator. To avoid that one, we are having combiner string colon. I am using method reference, right? Concat. Okay, now the error gone. Okay, so accumulator is like when you are trying when there is a mismatch in the accumulator input, then we should go for the combiner. Okay, sys out. So you see, I can see MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, all the players concatenated by each other. Sorry, I have to apply parallel stream. Dot parallel stream. Okay. So when there is a mismatch in the accumulator input, right, that time we will use the combiner, and also when you apply parallel stream, right, that time also you need to apply the combiner. Okay, let me run this one. You see all the players. Okay, because I have added slash new, right, so that's why it was each player name concatenated in the new line. Okay, otherwise it will be in the same line only if I remove slash n. Okay, see, all the players are separated by space, and then each player names will be displayed here. Hardik Pandya, Mohammad Shami, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, all these players names. Okay, let me make for simplicity we will make slash n only, and so each player is concatenated by new line. Okay, this is about the reduce with the custom types. That is all about the reduce with the wrapper types and custom types, along with the example on each type. Please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. For notifications, click on bell icon. I hope this session is useful for you. Follow me on Instagram, X, and Facebook. See you in the next session with the new topic. Thank you.